Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday. Top of the week. Cowboys make you mad? I mean, they didn't play. You know what? They really, outside of the Chicago embarrassment, and I really thought that that game against New York was embarrassing too, even though they won. I mean, the Eagles and Packers game. I am live, ready to get pissed off at. I'm live, ready to get pissed off at out of context quotes from Media Day. Let's go. All right, we're just gonna let you know. I don't know if I want to watch the live stream of the Mavs thing. I'm just gonna wait until we get all this stuff filtering in. There's a bunch of different quotes coming out. A bunch of different teams are doing their Media Day right now. But yeah, the Arlington boys, they played well last night, man. And who would have thunk, right? Who would have thunk? Big game, lights are bright, real moment to make a signature game, have a signature game, a signature moment. And Micah Parsons doesn't win the game and really does nothing at all. Who would have guessed? Oh, that's every single big game he's played in pretty much. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I watched it and lived it. But dude, Dak is woo. Dak was on fire last night. Defense is terrible. Yeah, I mean, they're not a good team. You know, they're not a good team. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. They're not a good club. Stop comparing Micah trade to Luka trade. You can't compare them because of the sports element. There's just cross sports. It's different. But also beyond that, you know, another reason why you can't compare them, obviously basketball, one guy is all it takes sometimes. Or at least having that one guy is a prerequisite to be great. So trading that guy unprovoked is unprecedented, really. But also, like, Luka had signature moments. Luka went to the finals. Luka had signature playoff moments. Micah has never done anything. Like, I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Like, Micah's a really good player for sure, and I wish they didn't trade him. But I'd always said that shit about Micah. What was one signature Micah Parsons moment ever? But they treat this guy like he's the greatest player to ever step on the fucking field. The way they talk about him sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, he's great. I still wish he was on the team. Like last night, it was just like, dude, that sack that they were. And by the way, like that was a big play. I don't think Dak was scoring on that. They were kept like, no, he saved the game with that. I don't think he was going to score on that, right? Like, the Packers had a linebacker that was like one step inside of the end zone. Dak was 7 yards out. I mean, he's definitely making that tackle. But it's the first sack in NFL history where the quarterback actually went forwards. Bad spot, honestly. But it's just hilarious how they had to, like, multiple times at the broadcast. And guys, just letting you know, that does count as a sack, actually. Guys, I'm letting you, that actually does, if you're wondering at home, that does count as a sack, actually. He did it, guys. Like, they wanted everyone to give us fucking standing ovation for that sack. One tie inside is right back in Jerry's pocket. Hell yeah, man. If you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you do so. Helps me out tremendously. Lets YouTube know I'm having a great time, of which we are. There's 130 of you in here currently. That's good numbers early on a Monday morning. And only 20 likes. Horrible, guys. I mean, absolutely pitiful. I'm excited. We're a week away from preseason basketball. We'll be streaming. So there's going to be some, you know, some of you are filtering in, obviously. Maybe haven't been around much during the off season. Totally understandable. But there's some changes brewing here on the channel. We're still going to do live watch parties here. Okay. Live watch parties. But slightly early will be daily this year. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday during the weekday. That will be on a new channel, and I'll let you guys know when it happens. But I'm making like a slightly no. We're still doing playback. I'm saying playback in here. I'm making a slightly early channel, which I'm excited about. I'm not joining Enjoy Basketball. I've been asked that several times. Why would that? When? I don't know. I don't know how much soon. Also, I'm doing Bleacher Report again this year, but it's gonna look different. Any news on that new project? Well, that was the news. Hey, Sally, I have not finished your 2K playthrough yet, but damn, those press conferences are pure entertainment. Yeah, I know that's a long video, 3+ hours, but seriously, if you guys have the time or just break it up into chunks, you should. You should watch it. It's fucking funny. I'm saying usually I honestly don't even really like my own content. Or it's just because when you're editing it, you've watched it so many times, you're just like, ugh, man, I'm ready to be done with this. That one is hilarious. Any pet teams you might also stream from time to time this year? Yeah, I do want to stream almost nightly. We'll see though. I always promise stuff like that and burn out. My hat's out for delivery. Yeah, if you ordered a hat, this last batch, they're out and about. I am working on a Cooper Flagg shirt, so if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. A shirt for Cooper Flagg. We got a design. Should have been there for the 12-hour Elden Ring stream. Should have. Iconic stuff. North Korea hired fans back in 2010 when they made the World Cup. When will we see sports teams in America adopt that? I mean, what's that? Who's that woman that the NFL trots out there? That Asian woman that the NFL trots out there for the Chargers? Who is that person? That's a plan. 100%. All right, let's start looking at some of these quotes. I'm still recovering. I went out on Saturday. I saw some of you guys there. You might be in the chat. Oktoberfest in downtown McKinney. Downtown McKinney, really, honestly, deserves some props. But anyways, it was one of the most under the influence of alcohol I've been in quite some time. So still recovering from that. I hate whenever I drink. I really do. McKinney does have a downtown. Honestly, it's not bad. They've got a fucking trolley system, a free trolley system. It's very walkable. Like it's actually like not half bad. But anyways, and I somehow managed to lose my wallet. So I'm just, just a little, just feeling a little bit like a loser these last couple of days. Anxiety. Why is my finger so long? I've got big hands, man. I am a large human being. I think I lost my wallet. I don't know. I need to call. No air tag in the year 2025. You know what's fucked up is I just got my license. My brand new license. Just got it probably 2 days before. I mean, losing your wallet's not the end all be all unless you have like a fat stack of cash for some reason. Because, just get all your cards renewed. But have you been to Waxahachie? Starting to become a mini Arlington? Honestly, no. Can't say I have. All right. Do we have like actual quotes from the Mavs yet? Is anything interesting happening? I got my boy Noah here. Let's see. Kid's already talked. Kid did his. All right. Was Kid wearing a hat? What up, Doomer? You could keep it I was literally just about to pull up the bingo card. We had the Dallas Mavericks bingo card. Jason Kidd in a flat bill hat. So that's it. He got that. All right, bet. Hat backwards. Nice. Nice. What was that? What was the hat? I predicted it would be kind of a retro Mavs hat. Kind of a trucker hat situation. Was I correct? His own brand. I'm not a doctor was said. That's good. That's good that has to be said already. Yep, there it is. Oh, yeah, it is just a Jason Kidd hat. All right. Kid mentioned transportation. Public transportation? All right, let's see. Jason Kidd says one of the benefits of holding training camp in Vancouver is being able to bond. Okay. I don't understand why they're going to Vancouver, really, but all right. Forgot about that. Everybody is cleared for training camp outside of Kyrie Irving. That's nice. Obviously, AD had that eye surgery that had the reporting had been a little bit scary about that, but everything that I was hearing was just like, yeah, he'll be fine. I'm not sure. And Stein is usually so careful with his words that the way he said that was so bizarre to me. Because it's not like Stein just doesn't do speculation usually. But yeah, I mean, wait, what is Jason Kidd, Kyrie Irving, Gaffford, Lively, Klay, D'Lo, Flagg, Anthony Davis, and PJ. Okay. Jason Kidd said Anthony Davis's eye injury happened when Daniel Gafford accidentally hit him in a game at the end of last season. So that basically eliminates it being a full detached retina, which was kind of how it was reported. This is what we all kind of speculated was it was that play, but the wording of the surgery when it happened was a detached retina. That's one of those things, you know, all of the Twitter doctors were saying detached retina, you got to get that surgery within 72 hours or whatever the fuck it was, or else you'll never be able to see again. So this pretty much eliminates it being that. Just kind of a, I don't know, Sham sensationalism, I guess. Speaking of retina, where's that dude been? Actually, great question. We miss him. Jason Kidd said that they want Cooper Flagg to be himself. They don't want him to carry the weight of the entire team. They want him to be Cooper Flagg. Beautiful. Love that. No starting lineup right now. It's going to be competition. All right. That makes sense to me. I don't think I was really expecting there to be a concrete starting five. What up, Swayze? Jason Kidd said they're going to look for a lot of different combinations when it comes to the starting lineup. Yeah, it's the Mavericks, I don't think, have a concrete enough starting five for there to be a starting five before training camp even starts. And who knows, maybe there is one, but they just don't want to say it. It would be interesting to know who the guarantees are. I mean, I'm assuming D'Lo is for sure starting. D'Lo and AD are the only two that I would say 100% certainty are starting. I would say Flagg is almost certainly going to start as well. But I feel as though, you know, Lively and Gaffford will be battling it out. Then the question becomes, well, do we want Flagg to kind of be the three? And then that means Klay starts, maybe an outside chance of Christie. I really doubt it, though. Or are we okay with Cooper Flagg being a two early on and then PJ starts? That's really going to be what it comes down to. Jason Kidd said they began the offseason in 3 weeks in Norway. Nice. Jason Kidd said to avoid saying ahead of schedule with Kyrie Irving in his recovery, he said he is not ahead of schedule, but he's on schedule. The hell does that mean? The fuck? The hell does that mean? Avoid saying ahead of schedule with Kyrie Irving in his recovery. He said he's not ahead of schedule, but he's on schedule. All right. I mean, I don't know what that... Wait, what? There was a ahead of schedule. Kyrie's ahead of schedule. Oh, man. We don't have that one. So we have I'm not a doctor, apparently. Checked off. Kid in a flat bill hat. Checked off. So everybody's been cleared besides Kyrie. So there's no unexpected cast or sling. So unfortunately, we can't have that one. Weird kid analogy. Did we get a weird kid analogy? He was trying to avoid a bingo square. Oh, man. Jace Kidd said Cooper Flagg can play any position, said it would be unfair not to challenge Flagg next season. So basically what this tells me, and it's clear as day what this tells me, Jason Kidd watched the Slightly GM series and saw that the Dallas Mavericks, under my tutelage, won obviously 12 championships, but one of those championships, Cooper Flagg was playing small ball 5, and then another one of those championships, Cooper Flagg was the point guard. So it's clear to me that he is watching my streams, clear as day, because that's how you would come to that conclusion. It would be unfair not to challenge Flagg next season. Yeah, I mean, this is what Kidd had sort of built his reputation on before coming to Dallas and having like legitimate team success, was the progression that Giannis Antetokounmpo made under him, because Kidd pretty much let Giannis do whatever he wanted early on in his career. So that is a huge benefit. He has a dynamic skill set that can help this team. And I love to hear that, man. I really do think the worst thing they can do with Cooper Flagg is pigeonhole him into a certain role on the team. Let him play a bunch of different roles. Let him do a bunch of different things. You know, that's like his big strength as a player. He's so multifaceted. He's so, with his size and his skill set and his athleticism, he can do so many different things on the basketball court. Don't pigeonhole him into one certain role. I like that. Main takeaways from Jason Kidd's media day press conference. Everyone is cleared for training camp outside Kyrie Irving. There's no starting lineup yet. Said that Kyrie Irving is not ahead of schedule with this recovery. I mean, that feels to me, Kyrie Irving says he's right on schedule with his ACL recovery. Okay. I wonder if part of that is Kyrie just being like, please, guys, I do not want this like added pressure of me coming back at a certain time. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Because didn't Kyrie have a Twitch stream yesterday? I saw a tweet where he was like, guys, I'm not ahead of schedule. And that feels like a Kyrie thing. All right, what else? While we wait for more quotes to trickle in, I don't want to watch the live press conference. It just kind of bores me a little bit. But let's see, because there's other media days going on right now. Walker Kessler admits he's frustrated that Utah didn't give him an extension. I'm definitely a little frustrated. As long as I have a Utah Jazz jersey on, I will play winning basketball. Seems like Kyrie said ahead of schedule, thinking nothing of it. People latched onto it. Now they're slowing expectations. Yeah. You live streaming that press conference post Luka trade was peak. Well, that's different though. Realistically speaking, what does media day to me is just like very rarely do you get something interesting. Maybe one or two quotes are actually like, oh. Outside of that, it's all just a bunch of yap. As soon as I got to Toronto, I thought about coming back to Denver right away. That's not a surprise. Hey guys, newsflash. NBA player who is only good in one place said he wanted to go back to that one place. You guys want to know how I started my Monday morning? Was making my coffee, get my water cup, go to fill it up with water. I'm pouring it, right? Filling up my water cup. I look, I have milk in my hand. I'm filling up my water cup with milk. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Logan, 38 months at the slightly delusional club. Slightly, you're looking hella handsome, dude. Thanks, man. It's a skincare routine. It's a skincare routine. The most impressive thing, where is the Raptors media day taking place? They couldn't have put blinds up. They couldn't have put a curtain up. I know they're going for like they definitely have a film study student. There seems to be a lot of enthusiasm that you and RJ and Scotty can work together as a threesome. Pause. I think pause jokes are the least funny thing of all time, but maybe I just don't get it. I think this will be my best year yet, CJ McCollum. And this exactly here is why I don't care about Media Day at all. Because, like, of course, CJ McCollum's going to say that. Are we all going to laugh? Yeah. Do we all think he's, there any chance this is going to be true? No. Spencer Dinwiddie doesn't want us to sleep on Charlotte's talent. I don't see us having bottom third or lower level talent. This is actually kind of a sad quote. Because not only is Spence not saying, he's like, hey guys, we might make the playoffs. It's like, guys, I don't think we're that shit. That's a hilarious quote. We're not that shit, guys. We are, we're not good, but we're not like that shit. Spence, I've been down this road a million times with the Hornets. Trust me, I'm sleeping. Spencer Dinwiddie doesn't want us to sleep on Charlotte's talent. The most impressive thing for me is seeing every seat in the arena filled up every single game, no matter winning or losing. That definitely wasn't there in New Orleans. Dude, I can't get over the fucking shading. Like, I mean, what's surprising about that quote, man? I saw quotes from the Pablo Torre episode this morning. I've kind of reached a point with that where it's like, all right. I see, like, the moment the thing came out, it's like, oh yeah, they did that shit. So all of these other like follow-up ones that are like, well, then he spent $2 million. It's like, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm already in my brain. All I needed to see was the first one. Kawhi Leonard had a $50 million no-show job, and then Steve Ballmer donated $48 million or whatever it was. Okay. Yeah, they did it. Let's put down the punish. Let's lay down the law. Paul at the $5. What? Huh? Sorry, I was thinking of Hornets roster and it put me to sleep. It's the best sleep. Hey, that's the best sleep medicine we've got. All right, let's see. What's Kyrie talking about? Please, nothing stupid. Please, nothing stupid. Kyrie Irving said he felt like he was playing like a top 15 player in the league when he went down at the end of last season. I would agree with that. I 100% thought he was going to be an All-NBA guy. Irving said he's grateful that he was remaining in Dallas and signed the new extension. Talked about how he'd rather take a bit of a sacrifice in terms of his new extension and the amount he signed for rather than taking more money and having a great amount of pressure on his shoulders. All right. How much money was it? It was a lot of money. Kyrie Irving made it seem like there was going to be a real battle for the starting point guard spot at training camp when asked about D'Angelo Russell. Competition with who? You want to know what's actually interesting? I was having a conversation with somebody and this was all speculative talks with somebody who works in the organization, believe it or not. And we were talking about Exum and how Exum could be, is there a world in which Exum starts? Because he kind of fits everything else they kind of want going on. I thought, no way. With the need for shooting. But who knows? Mark Cuban really embarrassed himself there at the whole Ballmer defense thing he attempted. I'm going to be real with you about that, about Cuban. I actually think he's doing a good job in the Pablo Torre thing. Like, yeah, obviously, there's times where I'm like, dude, if he was still the full owner of the team, I'd be like, dude, can you please stop? Like, holy God, please stop. But he's asking questions that are getting answered. And yeah, is he maybe like making himself look a little bit foolish by going this hard for Ballmer? But I think he's asking decent questions, and Pablo Torre is answering some of them. So I think he's playing a role in pushing this story forward a little bit. Yeah, I don't, it's one of those things where obviously Cuban starts to go to bat for Steve Ballmer and stuff, and now everybody, rightfully so, is like, why do you care so much? What about Dirk? Didn't Dirk take huge pay cuts? Now we're doing that thing again. And he did take huge pay cuts. And we love Dirk Nowitzki. He's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest athlete to ever live. Kyrie Irving said he is singularly focused on winning championships and being the best version of himself. All right. You see what I'm saying? How like kind of, media days just... And I know for certain that they like cut the media day this year. Does that make sense? It's there's not as much time. There's not as much availability because they're going straight to Vancouver today. Coach Udoka on replacing Fred VanVleet's point guard minutes. It'll be a committee. Amin Thompson, Reed Shepard, those guys were going to play a lot more, initiate a lot more, handle the ball a lot more anyway. Interesting. What's in Vancouver? That's where they're doing their training camp. I honestly think Locked On guys were cut off specifically because Isaac asked Nico why they shouldn't get fired. Well, I think they're strategically... I don't think... They're not idiots. They're just not idiots. They understand, like... The less we have to talk to the media, the better. With all the things that have happened over the last year. So let's cut it short. And I want to say there's a lot of new people involved in all of this. You're not allowed to watch Mavs Media on YouTube channel. I mean, I just don't really want to. Like, I'd rather read the quotes personally. I'll pull it up though. And they're usually so quiet. Is this a prank? 48-second unskippable ad? What? It's just on nothing's up. So the Spurs are having theirs right now. The Thunder are having theirs right now. Raptors, Mavericks, Nuggets, it looks like, are having theirs right now as well. Heats are having theirs. Is Jimmy still going to do the Cleveland is having theirs, it looks like? Is Jimmy still going to do his thing whenever the... Welcome back, bro. Free Palestine. You welcome back. I've been here. Just because you guys are just... I've been here the whole time. There's something I've been saying and we'll keep saying. Harrison has to be fired. right or wrong, because being hated like that, he's the entirety of the fan base. Yeah, I mean, if they have a bad year, he's going to get fired. Adelman on Nikola Jokic, Jonas Valanciunas will play together at certain points. So, look, I'm just going to go out there and say this. Is it entirely possible that the Mavericks, and bear with me here, and I know the Rockets were doing it at times last year and all of that, and I know like the Timberwolves were doing this, but the Mavericks like actually kind of ahead of the curve and them realizing that the league is going to shift really big? And so we need to get ahead of it. Jonas and Jokic, I can't see that working, personally. Yeah, I don't see we'll play together at certain points. I mean, the only time I see that making sense is like late game. You're down by 2 points and you're shooting a free throw that you're intentionally trying to miss and you need a rebound. Like, that's about the only time I can think of that making sense. Lonzo Ball in his new home. I didn't even know Cleveland had water. Ball added he doesn't expect to play back-to-backs early this season, but might as the season progresses. Like drinking water? Or is he saying like because there's lakes? I'm gonna be real. I didn't even think they drank water here. Isn't Cleveland on a lake? All right, big Gaff's up on the stage right now for the Mavs. How many bribes do I need to do to finally get your media credentials? I didn't get approved last time, and from what I gather, and to be fair, we were trying to get approved for like the fucking playoffs or the finals or something, and it's like, dude, too late. But last time was with new people in charge, it seems kind of unlikely. What's Gaffney saying?
How did that help you guys throughout the season?
I feel like it helped us a lot, because that training camp, it was kind of like up and down. We had some guys out throughout the time, but we, just like throughout the season, we worked with what we had at the time when it came to just like injuries, all of the above. So one of the main things was just, approach the day just like you approached any other game, any other practice, just approach the day just like that.
What's your reaction to Mavs winning the draft lottery, and what have you thought of just Flagg and the limited time you've seen him at the facility or whatever?
My reaction was just like Kai's, pretty much. What was it, 0.2%, if I'm not mistaken? 1.8? Jeez, I was way off. Yeah, but 1.8, it's just
just a sense.
They just come they're so rare.
Fluid. Yeah, but
like
when they strike, man.
Like one good jump a month.
To me,
can't waste it.
It's been interesting, Joe, that like the right hand's for threes and then the left hand's for the twos.
Are the Mavericks the only one that turned their chat off? Hey, look at Timmy.
Obviously staying healthy, being available.
For me, yeah, just staying healthy. I only played 42 games last year, so.
Bro, he's got a Denver Nuggets tattoo. Is that new, or has this fool been playing with the Denver Nuggets tattoo on different teams?
Just bringing the spark, energy, physicality, and just communication out there on the floor.
Yeah. Favorite part of the game, is it shooting?
Looking good, Timmy. Looking good.
Dribble handoff game. Like, what would you say you most like? I mean, I love shooting. Everybody loves shooting.
We know.
Just the competition. I mean, you're going in and day out, especially in this league.
Good to put on the jersey, and this year, we got something out of it. We did something that nobody has ever done in the 35 years of Georgian basketball. So we made it in the top 8, and it wasn't like fluke either. Like we beat.
God, man, look at those jerseys. Those jerseys are fantastic. Fantastic.
They helped me with a lot of things and how they led or how my dad led the family.
Fantastic jerseys here too.
They give us some time to go away.
Keontae George looks like a child. Has he always looked this young? Oh my God. All right. There's a couple of players, honestly, and I'm sitting down and I'm doing, getting ready for the season. Nurkic on the Jazz, obviously. The one was, whenever I got the tweet that was George Niang is out, I was thinking, oh man, kind of a tough blow for the Celtics. Then it was he'll miss time for the Jazz. And I was like, what? Wait. When did George Niang go to the fucking Jazz?
It's just showing people just, what I do with my off time.
Literally the only team.
I try to get my wife
The
on
only
camera
team that does not have
she never wants to come and get on the camera, but she'll come every now and then. But honestly, just building my community, it's been just over the years of me being in the league, it's been a great experience because as I'm learning how to do a lot of stuff just on the streamer side, I'm learning a lot about more people when it comes to different cultures, different
He's talking about streaming?
all of that stuff, because pretty much with a lot of people in my community, it's a lot of people everywhere, for sure.
Gaffford, stay out of my lane, buddy. You can't handle being a streamer.
Main people that I worked out with, for sure, whenever we came back to being in the facilities and stuff, it was just all the guys, really, like PJ, B. Will, all those guys. Everybody that pretty much stayed in Dallas throughout the course of the offseason. D-Live was here, DP was here. Just the usual, man. Just seeing how they elevate themselves throughout their work ethic. That's the main thing. And just seeing, how they come in every day and they handle themselves. It's just
How long is Jaren Jackson Jr. going to be out?
It helps me lock into a different sense to where it's like, okay.
Have they said?
Guys are pretty much, balls to the wall, getting their stuff together, so I got to do the same thing. So I got to make sure I come out and be at the same level as those guys.
Into the season?
When it came to that, I just tried to piggyback off of their energy.
Going back to D-Live, you guys seem to have a really good relationship. From the outside, people are wondering who's going to start at center. How do you guys maintain a great relationship?
Good question.
Ignore that outside noise.
Like you said, we just ignore it. That's the main thing. I don't think me or him really have just like a preference on who starts or who comes off the bench. We just come in and we do our job. That's the main thing. Last year, whenever I think that was the conversation, me and him
write that down
to each other, we said, look, whoever starts, the person that's coming off the bench, we just piggyback off of what you did, come in and play with the same energy and work to win a game. That's the main thing.
I know he was hurt a lot, but what did you learn about Anthony Davis during your time on the court last season?
Man, what was not to learn about him? He is an elite player from just, from my experience.
Yeah, team chemistry up 25 there, guys. Take notes.
It's just, man, I would say the sky's the limit, but that would be setting the ceiling too low for somebody like him.
Daniel.
The Mavericks are the only team I've seen that has their live chat off.
As you're working all summer, are there any specific things that you worked hard on? Are there any things that you're looking to add to your bag specifically?
Really just my body. I want my conditioning to be at peak shape.
Yeah, I mean.
And really just maintaining and taking care of just like the injuries.
Dereck Lively.
And just trying to be 100% healthy. Being ready to go no matter what's thrown at me and no matter the circumstances. I'm always kind of like prepared for anything.
Ho, 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 ho! Come on, baby. I'm getting so excited about watching him. A little loose with that handle already, huh? Fox, Wemby, Castle. Good Lord, man. Good God. He doesn't even fit in the fucking frame. He literally doesn't even fit in the video, man. Oh, my Lord. Insane. Wemby's listed at 7-4 now. Jamal kind of looks good. I'm going to be real. These jerseys are just fantastic. I mean, they're fantastic. The pinstripes, the star, the logo, peak. Look how great they look. Oh. A lot of, and you guys know this, I operate in the vibe sphere quite a bit. Close your eyes and imagine this duo this year. It's so easy to imagine this duo popping off. So easy to imagine Paolo being a top 12 player, Franz being a top 25 player. So easy to imagine that. Wait, they kind of look nice too, huh? Damn, how tall is Jalen Johnson? What insane Missoula quote are we getting? Whenever I could lift with him, whenever I could be there for treatment, whenever I could rebound, I think that was important to do that. Oh. The Knicks are in Abu Dhabi. Wasn't there a stat going around a few years ago when the Mavs were going over there that those teams that traveled internationally usually have a slow start to the season or something? Giannis has COVID? They still test for that? Daniel Gaffford said that he worked hard on his body and conditioning this summer. Love that. Daniel Gaffford said that he and Dereck Lively avoid all the outside noise when it comes to who starts and who comes off the bench. Predicted that Dereck Lively will have a breakout year. I agree. D-Live grew 2 inches. Daniel Gaffford said that the atmosphere and vibe in Dallas has been completely different from any other spot he's played in. Chicago and Washington said they are one big happy family here in Dallas. One of these quotes is going to get grossly misinterpreted. Is it going to be this one? When is the Lakers? When's the Lakers Day? Today? The Los Angeles Lakers and Nick Smith Jr. have agreed to a 2-way contract. That's actually kind of crazy to me that Nick Smith Jr. just got released outright. Look at D-Lives. Is he talking right now?
Can't wait to pick him up when he falls. Can't wait to lift him up when he wins.
What would you say is the biggest part that stands out about his game?
How much he knows how to play, the details of the game versus how young he is. You know, I could say that I got in here whenever I was 19, but he's 18. So just thinking about that, it just makes it seem like
Dereck Lively's message to fans for the season is to turn the page. Uh-oh.
Understand his position and where I need to be. Understand how I can play off of him. And if 2 people is on him, then I need to present myself where I need to be. You know, be an outlet and not allowing him to just feel like he's isolated. I got to make sure that he knows that we all have his back out there.
Dereck, with the recent passing of your mom, sorry for your loss, can you talk about the support that you've received from your teammates and what you are looking forward to this season?
love my teammates. They really is my family. You know, I don't have a lot of people out here, and I'm with them every single day.
Oh.
So, you know, they pick me up on good days and even
What's
on
that
bad
feeling
days.
I'm feeling?
So just having
What's
people
that
here
feeling
who
I'm
have the same
feeling?
goal, don't want anything but the best for me. It just makes me feel like I can be the person who I'm supposed to be, who my mom wanted me to be.
Don't ask me to stand up.
Kind of gets talked about year over year. Is Dereck Lively? Do you expect him to shooting threes and stuff like that?
Slightly also grew 2 inches. I wish.
Expect yourself, do you see your role shifting at all when it comes to offensively? Or do you see it kind of staying the same from what we've seen over the first 2 years?
Not forcing it, just allowing it to come to me. You know, trail 3, corner 3, just finding the bits, the times, and the right times to shoot the ball in the game and not trying to force it. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing what's right for the team and what's doing right for myself. Going out there and shooting 10 threes ain't going to help nobody. But going out there and making 2 to 3 and getting a bunch of rebounds, that's what I'm supposed to do, and that's my job.
Dereck,
Bruh, 2 to 3 threes a night?
I know you've gotten to spend some fun time together as well. Is it exciting to have somebody else that is young, I mean, even younger than you?
Is that what he's
learning
saying?
The ropes that you're almost a veteran too. Like, what is your dynamic?
That's crazy. They call me a vet now. I'm just trying to show him the ropes. You know, I've felt his position. I've been here not knowing what to do, not knowing what to expect. And, you know, being in that position is really hard to understand what's the right thing, what's the wrong thing to do. And I'm here to make sure he always knows what the right thing to do. You know, make sure he always has someone to fall back on. And, you know, he's the #1 pick. Everyone's going to be all eyes on him. So I'm going to do my best to, you know, relieve the pressure off of him and allow him to realize he's still human.
Dereck, how have you recovered mentally from the injuries? Who has helped you? What has helped you? Where'd you go inside yourself just to get your mind?
This feels a little crazy, man. I mean, that's
people who've got me here. You
no
taking the
sprinting
trip,
or
taking the
anything, but
camp all the way back in Philadelphia, doing the camp down in Dallas, it really centers myself. You know, seeing kids who are 12, 13 years old, or even 8 years old, looking up to me with stars in their eyes.
do we think Lively's actually going to shoot a 3? I mean, let's get serious. 3 to 2, 2 to 3 threes a night. Make 2 to 3 threes.
As a mechanism to develop relationships with people.
You never know how many people, what hobbies they do, what things they interest them. So you never know. Like, I'm an NBA player who's a nerd. You know, I like Legos, Pokemon, and fish. So I've never been able to expect that I can reach the amount of people who I have been, no matter if they're in their 70s or.
Last year you said 5 a night. Oh. That's true. He's a 50% 3-point shooter. Dereck Lively mentioned shooting trail 3s and corner 3s when asked about if he sees offensive role changing at all this season. Get the Lego Elden Ring? Is that a thing? Again, if you guys haven't liked the stream yet, make sure you do so. Helps me out tremendously. 330 of you in here, 72 likes. Womp, womp, womp. I mean, just fucking do it, guys. It's free. I mean, it costs $0 to like the stream. Now you're really pissing me off.
Never been to Vancouver, but it's a new.
Why
place
would
to
you ever
try.
go there?
None of us have ever been there, so we're all in for new.
Why would anybody ever go there?
And being
No
able
offense.
to go into a new atmosphere, a new place that we've never been before, we're all clueless. So we're all going to be leaning on each other to figure out where to go or what's the right thing to do out there.
Dereck, going back to the Legos, Pokemon, and fish. 1, do you have a favorite fish that you fish for? Are you a bass, crappie guy? And then 2, what was your best Lego build of the offseason?
Best Lego build of the all season was 3.5-foot Yoshi. And I do not have the patience to.
Honestly,
fish,
forgot
but I
KCP
have
was on that team.
5 to 7 fish tanks. So I have a bass in there, but I would definitely say my favorite fish are discus fish. They're really beautiful, but they're really hard to take care of.
Dereck, you're listed as 7'1". Have you grown any this summer?
I believe so. I would definitely say I have, and I just got to get the exact measurement, but I'd say 7'2", 7'3".
You're a father now.
Damn it, I should have, honest to God, that should have been one for the bingo card. Someone says they grew a couple inches. I would have guessed Coop.
Move forward in your career, in your life.
Having that new added weight, you know, at first it was me taking care of my mom, and soon after it became me taking care of my daughter. Just having that new weight, having that new form of responsibility, you know, waking up at all times of night to change a dirty diaper, make a
Lively's kind of reminds me of very insanely well media trained. Like, very media trained. Always has been. Kind of reminds me of like an MP situation in 2K. Just the literal right answer every time.
Came back right before the plan. Then this offseason you had surgery. When you came back, did you think that there was a possibility that you were going to have surgery? And just kind of walk us through what went into your...
Kobe White limited to start training camp? Is that a new thing?
Or if that's something that kind of happened after the season?
Happened after the season. It was a day-by-day type of decision. You know, it was more of just thinking to myself, what is going to give me the best longevity that I'm striving for? What's going to allow me to focus on basketball and not have to worry.
Victor Wembanyama, I can assure you no one has trained like I have this summer. I'm so much under control. My conditioning is better. What I've done this summer is world class. I'm telling you guys, I said it a couple days ago when we did our top 100. If you don't want to get on the freight train that's about to leave the station, then stay your ass at home. I'm just being honest.
Room, it makes it that much more better when we play in 5-on-5 in practice. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
Congrats on your baby girl.
Hey. Speaking of.
Who's next? Klay Thompson? I feel like Clay's a pretty good. Clay's always a pretty good one. That bingo pot of players, by the way, I agree. It's funny because afterwards Nick was like, yeah, they're not gonna love this one because it's not as structured. Like the locked on people aren't gonna love this one because it's not structured. I was like, man, fuck that. That was one of the better episodes we've done. Every time someone mentions falls, they have 40% chance. How many times will Megan be mentioned? Hopefully none. Oh, AD's up.
3 people can answer. Actually, I'm going to choose the 3. How have you prepared for the season? So it told me to ask the media members how they prepare for the season. So, Tim, you first. You have not. Me neither.
Tim who?
Anybody else? Okay.
Spent as much time with my wife and my daughter as I could. Went on a family vacation to Mexico together for the first time.
Okay, because you know you're going to be working a lot this season, right? Okay. We need one more. Oh, okay. Okay, 2 more. He went to the doctor.
Got a flu shot.
Okay.
Who is speaking?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, 50th year. Oh, congratulations. That's big time. Oh, 50. Okay, you do this.
With the hubby because I.
Okay. I'm like, is that allowed in the workplace?
The husband at home because knowing that I will be spending more time with my daughter.
Yeah.
The actual reporter. So yes, same with Dwayne. Making
Yeah.
sure that we get to 34 years in December.
Oh, congratulations. Okay, perfect.
All right, easing the media into it. I like it.
Let's ask the real questions. Okay.
The game last
This would have been my answer. Don't worry about what I did.
Yeah, man, it bothers me. We should have won the game, to be honest. But I'll take the tie. But we're a better ball club than that defensively.
Oh, he's talking about the Packers game. I thought he was talking about
Chicago, who now plays in Dallas, turned into a Packers fan.
Well, you had to say now playing Dallas.
Well, I mean, you are in Dallas.
Yeah, but that didn't.
A lot of Cowboys fans who are wondering how you became.
Yeah. So I wasn't into football when I first got into the NBA, right? And my head coach.
I'm not gonna lie, the eye kind of looks a little crazy, bro.
And the way the Bears were going, that probably wasn't going to happen. And Randall Cobb went to Kentucky.
D-Fox won't be ready to start the year? Wait, really?
So I'm like, well, I'm gonna just cheer
Wasn't
for
that-
whatever team he goes to. And
Doesn't he have a hamstring
we're
thing?
a very good football club, and that's
Uh-oh.
how it kind of happened. I just kind of been a Packers fan since. So it's 14 years now.
What's the recovery been like for you from the eye surgery, and how are you feeling now? And is there any?
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, eye feels great. The redness to like these drops I have to put in my eye, which causes like a little redness and stuff. But vision is back. I'm ready to go.
So was this something you were playing through last year, and at one point you realized like, hey, it's
No. I think when Gaff elbowed me, it kind of like caused some problems in my eye. Then in the summer, I always get like a routine checkup and realized that I had to have surgery.
AD, last year, it's no secret, there was frustration after everything went down with the trade. It's a new season now. What is your message to Mavericks fans heading into the season?
Same thing as last year when I got traded, and I had a press conference. Nothing changes for me. The goal is still to bring a championship here. I think we have a good ball club. I think our biggest thing as a team is just is our health. Staying.
They didn't know he needed surgery until.
Other than that, I think we can be fine.
Didn't know he needed surgery until he went for a checkup. That was what? I mean, the Hawks game, like he played. How many games came after that? He hit a game winner in that game, by the way.
Fine, but I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here, and I want to win here.
AD, tell us about what did you do this summer, and tell us the one thing that you're going to bring to the team this year that's different from last season.
I was recovering from eye surgery all summer, so that was my summer, and then moving.
Is this too far?
Dallas officially, and one thing different from last year, just try to be on the floor. Obviously, like I said, health plays a factor, and game one I got traded, got hurt, so I don't know if it's shaped our season or not, but
send it
because no telling what would have happened in those weeks that I missed. But just want to be on the floor as much as possible, and
I look forward to deleting that.
A better chance of winning to ultimately reaching our goal, which is bringing a championship here.
Where were you, or what was your reaction to learning that the Mavericks won the #1 draft pick?
To be honest, I was at my house in LA and I forgot about the lottery. I don't know. I just got a lot of texts from everyone's like Cooper Flagg, and I'm like, what about Cooper Flagg? And they was like, you guys got the #1 pick. And I'm like, oh, and I turned it on, and then I'm like, oh shit, let me call Nico real quick. And Nico was obviously smiling ear to ear, and then, but yeah, I mean, obviously I was letting them enjoy the moment. I didn't talk to anybody like what we were going to do with the pick or who we were going to draft or whatever. But as things kind of settled down, they kind of told me that we were going to probably get Cooper, and I was excited, ecstatic. He's a hell of a talent. He can do everything on the field. So,
confirmed, AD was in cahoots with Nico.
He joins you and Kai, former first-round picks. What is that relationship going to be like? Just kind of laying the land of what he's about to do.
I mean, like I've said, to most people, he's in a different situation in the sense of as a #1 pick, you're usually going to a team that is in a rebuilding mode, and it's going to be a lot of pressure on you to kind of help change that. For him, like he's coming to a team that's established and have veteran talent, and he doesn't have to do as much as a normal #1 pick has to do, if that makes sense. Now we're still gonna, ask him to beat Cooper Flagg for sure, but the pressure is not on him as much as it is, a usual #1 pick who's going to a, usually one of the worst teams in the league. So the pressure.
Let's go.
Is really non-existent for him, and we're gonna try to make sure that we keep.
They got their
and putting the pressure.
Their interview.
Myself, and I'm pretty sure Kyle would do the same, and just let him focus on basketball and constantly getting better.
Dennis looks ripped.
Throughout the season.
As you come back from your eye surgery, obviously, do you plan on wearing protective goggles through practice, preseason, regular season games? How are you going to go about that part of the?
Yeah, that is a mandate from the doctor that I have to. So.
Is there a time frame for that?
It's for the rest of the career. There's which I'm not too excited about. But
wait, he has to wear goggles for the rest of his career?
In the summer, working out and everything like that.
Is that what he just said?
But yeah, you guys will see me in the Horace Grants this year.
Have you thought about
The Kareems. No, it won't be like that. But I will have some protective eyewear for sure.
All right. We got masked AD for the rest of his career.
issues with his eyes? He had a special made pair of goggles that he wore.
I'm trying to get used to them, but yeah, you guys will see me in the Horace Grants this year. There's no, which I'm not too, for the rest of the career. So,
Is there a time frame for that?
it's for the rest of the career. There's no, which I'm not too excited about. But, so I had plenty of family time with the kids and stuff, so, and the wife. So, once I was able to start moving and stuff again, just start getting back to it because usually, I'm working out and training, so I had to put.
Very interesting. Rest of career equals 3 more years.
Let me catch up where I'm usually, at in the summer.
You guys are so annoying.
But yeah, it's a balance, especially, having that summer, you kind of spend it with your family just because of when the season comes, it's go time, you're on the road, and obviously we're going away for training camp, which is this is my first time in my career going away, training camp, and then we got, game in Mexico City and all this stuff, so it'll be a little different, but yeah, that family time has.
Oh yeah, if he's got to wear the eye protection, wear the eye protection. Dude, adding a unibrow to his goggles would be hilarious. Like a hockey goalie, putting designs on it.
Yeah, D'Lo's gonna push the pace. Obviously, we all know that he can score. He's an elite scorer in his league. He's very vocal. He wants to win. I know it's like this narrative. It's all about situation too, but it's like this narrative that he can't win. He's not a winner. I've been up close and with him, and obviously now, he told me too. Have you guys talked to him yet?
You can tell us.
All right. No. I mean, we had a conversation, when we were thinking about, getting him, signing him and stuff, and he came to me and told me that he's ready.
Wait, who's he talking about? D'Lo?
He had other opportunities. I think for a little bit more money, maybe a lot more money. We didn't discuss numbers, but he wanted to come here and he wanted to bet on himself. And it's all about opportunity and situation. That's what he told me, and I think he's very excited to be here. To help us reach our goal. So we're getting a.
Why is it starting to work, guys? Why is it starting to work a little bit?
To leave it on the floor each and every night, and don't worry if he doesn't, I'll be on his ass. So
why am I starting to get sucked in?
How are you going into your first full training camp with the team? Obviously, a lot of veterans already on the team, but just wanted to get an idea of what your leadership style is like.
Definitely just gotta be vocal with these guys. Have to
starting to believe a little bit.
Klay. Oh shit, I got one question left. Just being vocal. Obviously this. At some point in your career, training camps start becoming the same. But for me, just trying to lead these guys, I know they're going to be, looking on me to kind of lead them. That's kind of what J. Kidd and Nico have been telling me, to do all summer. So I've been texting these guys and things like that, trying to get them ready for the season.
No one asked him about playing the 5? Seriously?
They're used to.
What are we doing?
Being a leader and stuff like that. But I've kind of just taken on that role with the help of actually Klay as well.
How did nobody ask that?
Guys on the team. We got a group of fairly young guys, right? Just trying to get them knowledge that I have, and try to lead them to success.
Maybe you guys are going to be playing in Mexico City. You just mentioned that.
Yep.
What are your expectations about this game and about playing in front of the Mexican fans?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I think I went my second year in the league with New Orleans, second or third year, I can't remember, but it was exciting. The crowd was was great.
Didn't hear the question.
It was a fun experience, so I'm definitely excited to go back this year as well.
Are you willing to experience any Mexican plates over there, or
Mexican who?
Mexican plates, Mexican food?
Oh yeah, I eat Mexican all the time.
Man, what the fuck are they asking? I mean, what are they asking? Does the Mavericks have a Mexico City game this year? I can't hear the question. All I'm hearing is Anthony Davis Mexicans? Dereck Lively says he believes he's grown to 7'2", 7'3" this summer. Steven Adams on KD. He was cool, bro. Solid dude. Good teammate. He wasn't a dick or anything. AD, what's your stance on immigration? How fast would you get kicked out of media day if you just yeah, AD, how excited are you to play with D'Lo? Oh yeah, I'm pumped. We hit each other up this summer. Like, he wants to be here. I'm excited. We've played together before. Next question. AD, do you think what Israel's doing in Palestine is considered a genocide? How fast would you get kicked out? AD, any thoughts on Charlie Kirk? Oh, true. The Adelsons will definitely get you out of there. This is such a funny thing. I mean, he wasn't a dick. Yeah, no, he wasn't a dick or anything, so that's cool. Klay looks great.
Any success on the pro level, so I always try to give my time back when I can. And I love Cam. He's going to be great in the NFL for a long time. Once a Coug, always a Coug. We support each other. And any rookie in any sport industry goes through rough patches, he'll see it through.
Where were you when the Mavericks?
Who's he talking about?
Where was I when we got the #1 pick in the lottery? I think I was in L.A., and I think my guess, I was either in the gym or on the beach. But I can't really remember, but obviously I was elated. I think the whole city of Dallas was excited, and now we got a generational talent and 3 #1 picks on the roster. I don't think that's happened since, like, the Showtime Lakers, so pretty sweet.
That is kind of crazy. 3 #1 picks. Don't the Lakers have something like that too right now? With Ayton? LeBron, Ayton. Wasn't there another one? No, I guess not, huh? I mean, AD was.
2 ingredients to combine that with the athleticism he has. I mean, he can be as good as he wants to be, like I said.
Wait, they did mention the Lakers.
I'm very excited for him. It's gonna be fun to be his teammate.
What version of Klay will we see this year?
Not 2020 though.
Wow, that is a.
Wiggins. That's right. It was with Wiggins.
A veteran leader, a shot maker, a versatile defender, and just someone who loves the game. I've loved the game since I was a child, and I've been blessed to grow up around it. So I want to make the Dallas fans proud that I get to play for their city.
Some folks are calling this the summer of Klay for a number of reasons.
That's
but
nice.
for you, how have you balanced this summer for you? And more importantly, how has your relationship made you better as a man on and off the floor? And what,
Who the fuck's asking that?
as far as your career?
My relationship with like
Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm not going to talk about that, but I will say that every summer doesn't.
Kevin Gray? No, Kevin.
It takes to go the distance, and
No, Kevin, no.
no such thing as an off season. The summertime is just as strenuous as the season, and you have to train as if you're going to play 100 games a year. And that's what I do. And it's easy for me because
let's
I love
see,
it
that
so
that
much.
takes
I
one
love
out,
pushing myself.
right?
I love being tired. I love seeing what I'm made of when I'm
Clay's asked about Meg the Stallion.
when my heart
Boom.
rate's up. And
Well, that's what the one night.
I'll be
Would you
ready,
ask Clay about
just like I have
catfish
been
and
every
spaghetti?
season I've been in this league, and I'm excited.
D'Lo was very excited to see that he was going to get another chance to play with you. Obviously, you guys didn't get a chance to play with
That didn't sound like Kevin though.
What do you envision that partnership like?
Well, D'Angelo is a seasoned vet now, which is crazy. I remember when he was.
Was that really Kevin? I already went, and they had to shut down the broadcast because of my answers. Why did Klay set him up like that? What relationship? What relationship? Megan Thee Stallion?
Ahead of everybody else. And
Why did he set his ass up like
he's a
that,
very
man?
underrated
Come on.
playmaker, so I'm excited to play with a guard of D'Lo's caliber. I mean, we have a very deep roster, and that's what really excites me.
Last year we asked you about Clayton Kershaw when he was at the game.
Yeah.
Just your thoughts on his legendary career.
I mean, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Certainly
Clayton
one of the best pitchers of
Kershaw.
all time. And
What's he got to do with this?
For his incredible
Are they friends?
athletic achievements. He was such a great role model. He's such an amazing human being, a family man. He was such a good teammate to my little brother, and I'll never forget that and how much he meant to the Thompson family. And it's so cool seeing him in Dallas. It's nice having a friend in the city before I even got here. And he
They're friends?
Hall of Famer and so much respect.
Did his brother play for the Dodgers?
What did you guys learn about yourself holding training camp in Vegas last year, and what are your expectations for holding training camp in Vancouver?
Well, I mean, Las Vegas is an underrated basketball city. I've been going there my whole life.
What
14 years
relationship?
old.
Oh, man.
AU circuit to UNLV Rebels. I'm sure they'll have an NBA team one day. My favorite part was seeing
I actually,
past
so
players,
after going to Vegas, I don't think Vegas should be a professional sports city, personally. I don't think they should. I like them as like an event and a destination place. I don't know how much I like them having professional sports cities, as being like a real legitimate professional sports city.
of guys who did it at the highest level before you. That's what I took away from that experience. I'm excited to go to Vancouver, though. I have great memories because I'm older than a lot of these guys, so I remember the Vancouver Grizzlies. I remember my dad was able to do broadcasting for
some of the greatest jerseys ever, actually. JN with the 27. How many draft picks do the Mavs currently have?
Nature aspect of
they've got their pick this upcoming year.
I'm already looking at hiking trails.
So 26 draft, they have their own pick. 27 is going to OKC. Is that right? Is 27 going to the Thunder in a swap? 27 is Charlotte. 28 is Nets, correct? '28 is OKC. 29 is Nets. But the Mavericks do have the Lakers 2029 pick, obviously. And then 2030 is going to the Spurs in a swap. I think the only one that I just mentioned that isn't a swap is the Nets for the Kyrie trade.
And receiving a championship parade in the 242, and that gives me chills when I see that. And I just know it's like basketball is a huge part of my identity because it's given me so much confidence since I was a little kid. And my greatest inspirations are usually athletes like Kobe Bryant, Kareem
29 unprotected to Brooklyn. All right. So they actually have a pick every year then, right? Like technically. Austin Reeves could reportedly receive offers of up to $40 million per season. Is 27 unprotected? Okay. All right. Okay. $40 million per year for Reeves. Who's gonna have money though? Who's gonna have money? And then of those teams that have money, who's gonna want to throw that money at Reeves? That I guess would be my question. Isaac spoke to Nico again according to the Lockdown text. Oh boy, Nico's not talking on the stage, is he? I don't think we've ever seen that type of athleticism. Katie on Amen Thompson. It is exactly what I was just saying. I think it's one of the better athletes ever. CP3 is back. I like that he's ending his career there, honestly. 5-year, $50 million deal with LA.
Score minutes I play. I want to be an all-around player. I want to lead with my voice by example. And I want to share my knowledge with these younger players and let them know what championship commitment looks like, because it's a big task, but it's really worth it. You don't want to look back on your career and be like, if I would have done this, maybe this would have happened. You want to leave no stone unturned so you can just look back and be at peace with what you did.
Reflecting on last year, what did it teach you about the game of basketball and you as a basketball player?
It taught me control what you can control, because injuries, I know better than anybody, they can't be avoided, and they're a part of what we do. The NBA season really is like the war of attrition, like who is healthy and who peaks at the right time usually has the best shot at winning a championship. And, just playing.
Yeah, the Grimes situation is getting a little bit weird, isn't it?
I thought, I'm just happy we can get healthy. So, because the whole time, we never really got to experience what a healthy Mavericks roster would look like. Maybe for one half against Houston Rockets in late February, but that was it. So
that's true.
It gets me very excited knowing that we have an incredible team. And once we get Kyrie back in the fold, I don't see why we can't win the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And your appreciation on your love of playing basketball and like your reason why?
Yeah, but I've always loved the game, and
I think that counts as we're a championship roster.
I'm inspired
that
to
counts.
even reach another level.
Klay, you've spent most of your career with Golden State. Can you just tell us what the Maverick organization means to you?
It's exciting. It's a chance to add a whole new chapter to my legacy. I watched the 2011 championship movie all the time.
Same.
And I remember that run so vividly.
Me too.
The performances by Dirk,
Yeah.
by Jason Terry,
Uh-huh.
Sean Marion,
Yep.
J-Kid running the point.
Peja.
And any NBA
Deshaun
fan
Stevenson.
of my age remembers that run so much, because that team, they might not have been the most talented throughout that playoffs, but they exemplify what a team really is. Like
Yeah.
every player on that team knew their role.
Uh-huh.
They knew who was their closer. They knew what spots to operate best in, and that inspires me. That's what I want. I want to feel that again in the Mavericks uni.
Thank you.
No problem.
PJ's up next, guys.
PJ's up next. Ime Udoka mentioned a crazy lineup of Amin, KD, Jabari, Şengün, and Adams. Amin, KD, Jabari, Şengün, and Adams. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? If you could ask Nico one question, what would it be? Mine would be, why were you at Twin Peaks with family? Twin Peaks has always been on the more, they're not walking around.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Like, let's just be serious. They're not walking around with their asshole out. Like, I've been to some of those restaurants where their asshole's damn near out.
Finally getting on the court with everybody, getting everybody back healthy, and just being able to play basketball again. Super blessed to be here, and I'm just excited for our season. Obviously, we feel like we have a great team. So
Why does the team low-key have a lot of aura?
Really talented backcourt, front court. How important is sacrifice?
Backcourt too.
How important is sacrifice going to be with all the guys you have and only so many people can play at one.
Please, God, don't ask a Brittany Renner question. For the love of
A lot
God.
of great guys on this team. A lot of guys who are aspiring to win, and at the end of the day, we all know we can't play at the same time. So, just being able to cheer your teammate on whenever you're not in the floor and just have a good attitude, I think it's going to take us a long way.
Nice, PJ. I love that. Hope no one waits a question on his personal life with his ex.
I don't know. I guess you guys are going to have to wait and see. There's going to be a lot of fun moments, I can tell you that. I have a lot of energy, a lot of pushing people around, being mean. So I'm super excited.
Who's going to have a breakout season? Not including yourself, but your teammates.
Everybody. Yeah. Everybody's been in the gym working. So everybody's gotten way better. And I can see pretty much everybody's growth in their game. So I'm excited for them to go out there and show you guys.
How did the
Me too.
season come together for you, and what has been
Tight end sports bar, those girls are damn near naked. Yeah, that was the one I was talking about. Who's gonna have a breakout? Everybody.
Coming out here and just being myself, being versatile. I feel like I can play with anybody on the floor, no matter who's out there.
And I just feel like I just can be a mentor to Cooper, just help him as much as he can.
Can't help but feel like the questions have been so light.
Try to be a bigger brother.
Not a single trade-related
All
question.
the time. I think he called me Unc a couple of times, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't understand, but it's all good.
It's all right, PJ. I can relate to being called Unc.
Excited,
and I always say this, PJ, when I get called Unc, I still can't even run for president yet. And I'm not even close. That's usually my response, PJ, if you want to steal it.
That wasn't sure. I mean, everything was good, and I pretty much knew it was going to happen. So I knew I was going to be here, and I'm excited that you guys finally get to see it as well.
One, you are definitely not Unc age yet. And then two, you mentioned your teammates earlier. Talk about the potential that DSJ can add to this roster. I mean,
No. I get there's not. I would never ask a question about the trade at this point. There's really nothing else. But you're telling me that especially national media guys there, Tim McMahon, that nobody asked about it.
Different than playing against him. So just him being able to affect the game on the defensive end is just as much as on the offensive end is great. I think him being a leader for us is great as well too. So he's another guy who's been there and reached the level we want to reach. So just being able to pick his brain, just like Klay and Kai. And
all these changes, but I still got my dog Dwight Powell.
He's another great addition, and he's a superstar player for sure.
Over the last year, it's been made pretty clear that defense is an emphasis for this team. How dominant can this defense?
Oh man, we didn't use mine. One of mine was that Dennis Smith Jr. will have the funniest quote.
Communication, and just doing it every single night. It's not about potential; it's about showing it, and we feel like we can do that.
When you think about the standing on business moment that you had, like you're kind of known for that now. You know, how proud are you that your effort and just kind of going out there and being an aggressor is like a big part of your game?
Well, I mean, when I did it, I didn't think nothing of it. I was just being myself.
Standing on business.
Just trying to go out there and just set the tone, I would say, and for my team. And
Love that, PJ. Never change, PJ. Never, ever change. Ever. All right, anything else interesting? I mean, that Rockets lineup is... that would be quite hilarious. Guess who's back in LA? $40. How old is he? Is he 40? $40 old. Man. And honestly, really was pretty damn solid last year.
Can't shoot, so I think everybody will be able to take some threes and knock them down. I think offense won't be a problem.
Played every game.
People think it will be, but for us, we don't see that as such. We got a lot of guys that can get the rebound and push it up the floor and start the offense. So that's one of the main emphasis we've been working on in the summer, and I feel like everybody's comfortable in the offense.
That's the best quote of the day right there. Someone write that down. That's the best quote of the game right there, of the day. Absolutely. That's actually the most insightful quote we've heard. And I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but that might be the most insightful one we've heard. Hold on a second. My phone's getting blown.
Pretty much everything, but those were specific things.
How important is that improved playmaking going to be with Kyrie missing that big chunk at the beginning of the year?
I think it's going to be big. I feel we have a lot of playmakers. D'Angelo, he's a great addition to the team. B. Will's been working on his playmaking. Jaden's been working on his playmaking. Everybody's been doing a little bit of it. So, like I said, once anybody gets the rebound and be able to push, we feel comfortable with anybody being able to initiate the offense. And I think that's going to be really well for us.
When you look at this roster, it seems that you guys are too deep, sometimes 3 deep at every position. What's the ceiling for this team?
All right.
Our goal is to obviously win. So
A point of emphasis being grabbing the rebounds, pushing it up the floor, and anybody can get them into their offense. Important quote. Someone write that down. Someone write that down. Important quote.
Starting day one.
Yeah, you guys are going to be playing in Mexico City November 1st. What do you expect out of this game, and how do you picture yourself in front of a different crowd, the Mexican crowd? Can you please tell us about that?
I don't know what to expect. I'm very excited, though. I heard the fans are really good out there, so I'm excited to go out there and get to play. I've never played in Mexico, and I've never been.
Voice is louder than the stream.
I'm super excited, and I can't wait to see how it is.
I have this at max volume. These streams are always so quiet.
Food, or you're going to stick with the hotel food over there?
Oh, no. I'm definitely going to try some good food. I can't just stick with the hotel food out there.
Kids this summer. Sorry, you posted a lot of pictures of you and your kids this summer. What was Daddy PJ like this off season?
Oh, a lot of changing diapers, not too much sleep.
Okay. How excited are you to play in Mexico City? To everyone? Yeah. I think they have a regular season game in Mexico City. I actually do remember that now. That does sound about right. I'm more. Who have we not heard from yet? Really, Cooper Flagg is the one that I'm the most interested to hear from. You know, we've heard from Klay, PJ, AD. Oh, D'Lo will be interesting. I guess it's just D'Lo and Flagg, according to this. Kyrie was the first one, wasn't he? Do we take anything away from guys they don't have going up there? Do we take anything away from them not having like Max Christie? Do we care about that? You guys, I'm sitting down for my media day now. How's it going, guys? Look good. All of you guys look good. Well, of course I look good, but I'm saying like you guys, I'm a little bit surprised. I thought for sure you guys would add some weight over the summer, but you know, you guys look good for the most part. Maybe some more sun. Maybe some more sun for some of you, right? Maybe some more sun. So what can we expect from you this season? Domination in every facet of life. Really, that's it. Every facet of life, utter domination. So how do you feel about your GM and the effects of the trade last season? Guys, I don't, you know. I didn't make the trade. So, you know, I actually detest that you asked me that right now. It makes me feel disgusted. Why did Luka block you? Guys, we're moving on. I've moved on. It's time for you guys to move on. Okay? I mean, seriously, what a disgusting piece of shit question. So, did you grow 2 inch? I wish. I really wish I could. So, how's life different after your surgery? Oh, shit.
Do it and not changing for anybody. Obviously impacting the game in a lot of different ways and doing everything I can to, impact winning at a high level. But I think as far as J Kidd and me have talked about, it's just being versatile. We have a bunch of guys that can do a lot of different things. So just utilizing that to our advantage. And it doesn't really matter who gets it off the rim, just get it and go and push it and initiate offense. And obviously that's something that he talked about before Summer League and, putting the ball in my hands and letting me bring it up. So I think just those sort of things are just being versatile and using that to our advantage.
Expect to do a lot of that as far as the ball handling responsibilities as Kyrie works his way back. D'Angelo will be acclimated to the team as well. Do you expect to do a lot of that ball handling this year?
I don't know if it will be a lot of that, but I think kind of like I said, like between 3 or 4 different guys on the court at all times, if we were getting a stop and just getting off the rim and going. Between me, PJ, Max, AD, like all of us can bring it up and initiate the offense, and so that's what we've talked about a lot, and just kind of letting that happen organically.
Uh-huh.
Looking forward to the most as you get ready to start your rookie season.
love
Yeah,
that.
I'm just looking forward to the journey. Just starting it off, we have an incredible group of guys on this team, and everybody's been
Sounds
working
like they're
so
really
hard,
gonna
so
play
it's
with
exciting
pace.
to really start the journey and start getting back to competing and trying to win.
You have any goals, in particular goals, individual?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always goals. Obviously, I would like to be the rookie of the year and those sort of individual goals. As a team, obviously, I just want a lot of success, a lot of wins. We obviously want to win a championship, so that's a big thing. But I think, kind of like I said earlier, just being myself. If I can stay true to who I am and what got me here, I think that any of the personal goals and things like that will kind of work themselves out.
Yeah.
Rare opportunity to
Nice.
join, future Hall of Fame vets, but also guys that were in your shoes, Kyrie and AD, first overall pick. So what's that relationship like been with you?
Yeah, it's been cool. Obviously, some of the best vets in the league right now, some of the most experienced guys. So I think just having this opportunity to learn from them and as we've grown closer and being able to spend time around each other and get on the court, it's been really good for me to just learn so much from them and try and pick their brains and see kind of how they see things on the court.
Yo,
Cooper, you've always been
Flagg was 9 years old when Kyrie hit the shot.
What has been your biggest adjustment to the NBA?
I mean, I think for me, it's just about fitting in, fitting into any different lineup, any different, who else is on the court, and just trying to impact the game. So just finding ways, no matter how small, just to be able to go out and impact winning at a high level.
What do you anticipate being the area of your game that will transition smoothly, and then where do you see the biggest area of growth for you?
I'm not really sure. All I know is I'm just trying to impact the game.
Saw he was
That's it.
32.
So it could be something different on any given night. Whether it's somebody else has it going, so it's me just playing off them and just helping out in any way I can. Whether it's defensively, just being versatile, trying to guard a lot of different positions and tipping a lot of balls and just getting deflections and things like that. So I don't really know exactly what it would be, but I'm just gonna try and impact the game in a lot of different ways.
A specific game that you got circled on your calendar?
I wouldn't say it's a specific one, but any game against any of my former teammates, I think it would be really cool and surreal to, be on this setting and in this environment and be able to play against them.
You guys could put lineups out there with, you and PJ and AD and Lively or Gafford. I mean, what do you just think about the collective size on this team?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I talked about earlier, just having that versatility and utilizing that to our advantage. And
He's too media trained, man.
can play a lot of different positions, can play as guards and can handle the ball and can initiate offense. So
Give me something.
Having a really big lineup like that will help us a lot defensively, but also just will be at our advantage in a lot of different ways.
Cooper, I asked D-Live this, how much Duke pride is in the locker room?
It's a lot of Duke pride. When we started media day, we're all doing pictures, and Kyrie and AD are going back and forth between Kentucky and Duke. So it's funny. Everybody has their own thing, and it always comes out.
What do you expect to learn from?
I'm not old enough to be president, guys.
Kyrie Irving, two guys who've obviously won championships. About what this process will begin to look like for you as you begin your own journey in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so much to be learned from both of those guys, and so much on the court wise, just the way they see the game, the way they make reads, positioning, the different spacing things as well. But I think also for me, it's a lot of it that I think I can learn is mentally. They've been through so much. So I think just trying to pick their brains mentally and what they've gone through can be really good for me to learn without going through it myself.
PJ said you refer to him as Uncle.
Paul at the $2, slightly biased is too honest to be president. Guys, again, I'm not even old enough to run for president. I can't even run in the next election cycle either. So just something to think about.
Young, very young, and so I just think it's funny that I call most of the guys Unc. I even called D-Live Unc one time, and he's just turned 21. So I just think it's funny. I'm calling all the guys Unc and trying to make them feel old. But yeah, PJ said I can't call him Unc anymore.
Yeah, Unc. I'm right there with you, Coop. PJ's Unc.
Peas in May. What type of peas do you pick? And you talked about how peaceful that is. Can you elaborate on that segment?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like green peas. I don't know types of peas, but yeah, it was just peas. It's a local farm, and yeah, just in the summer, I think it helped build work ethic, honestly, and just a lot of my friends got into it, and we were all just doing it in the summer, and it's something we wake up early in the morning, go out, get a basket, and 4 or 5 hours in a row just out in the sun.
Bryce, 3 months, slightly versus Stephen A, 2028. Guys, I can't run in 2028.
Help to build for all of us, and the camaraderie of just it was our best.
Coop, I get that. Build on work ethic. Streaming is, I don't think, picking peas from a farm is whatever. But like streaming is far and away the hardest thing you can do. So I get that.
Do something like that and get that experience.
Now that the whirlwind of, being the first pick in the draft is kind of over, you reflect on that. How did it live up to what you dreamed about as a kid?
It's surreal. I don't know if it will ever set in or like those moments will ever feel real, but I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. It was such an incredible opportunity and experience for me to go through that with my family and my loved ones.
It's so crazy he's on the
right there with
team.
me, every step of the way. So it was just really incredible, and it was an incredible couple of months.
You guys are going to be playing in Mexico. Rookie of the Year. Did you talk with Paige yet after she won Rookie of the Year?
I haven't. Congratulations to her, obviously. She did her thing the whole year.
They haven't talked? How have we not gotten a Paige and Coop thing?
Obviously, both of us. In the Dallas area, I think that'd be incredible.
Cooper, you guys are going to be playing in Mexico City. How do you feel about having this opportunity to play in front of the Mexican crowd, and what do you expect out of the atmosphere in that city?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've only played outside of the country a couple of times. I played when I was 15 on the under-17s in Malaga, Spain, and man, that crowd was incredible. So my expectations are really high. I'm looking in front of a different crowd, but a crowd that should have a lot of energy.
What did you gain looking back from playing at Summer League, and how do you feel your game has maybe grown as you put in reps since that time?
Yeah, I think Summer League is just a great opportunity to kind of feel out the different spacing and a different style that the NBA is.
Does anyone ask him about playing point guard?
I'm just grateful for that experience because it taught me a lot about what the next level is going to look like and what it's going to feel like. So I'm able to take stuff, the film and all of that from both those games and just move forward.
How is this not a question that's been asked? What was the number one thing you've worked on this summer for your game?
Not very talented. You come into a team that's very talented. From that perspective, what changes from your viewpoint?
Yeah, it's something that I've said ever since the draft, and it's just feeling blessed. We have an incredible team, incredible guys, great vets who have, so much experience and can teach all of us young guys a lot, but then a lot of young guys as well who are really talented and are ready to kind of win now. So it's a different
Don't they play next Monday?
I've been presented with, and I'm just really excited to, start the journey and really have a really talented team that can have success. Thank you, guys.
All right. He's so media trained, man. Thoughts on the city of Arlington? I have to say, I'm actually blown away that no one asked a singular Luka question. I can't believe it. That's like the easiest way to like engagement farm. They should have asked Coop about 6'7". Hey, Coop, you're from the Northeast and you've traveled around the world. What is your thoughts on Arlington's lack of public transportation? Coop, do you think that DART needs to be expanded on? And if not, why? I'm ready to argue this with you. That would be my question. Well, Tim McMahon is there, isn't he? I've heard him. Trae Young says he's a little disappointed that he didn't get an extension from the Hawks. Whatever happens will happen. If it doesn't, I'm still young, and who knows what the future holds for me. Interesting. My plan is to be a Nugget forever, says Nikola Jokic. What's Jokic? 30? Is he 30 years old yet? It's so crazy that when these guys come into the league so young. What people? I saw people respond to my tweet saying the Mavs were not the only one to turn off their live stream, but we've clicked on every single one I've seen that's live, and they all have a live stream chat. Quite literally all of them. Boston Celtics. Utah Jazz. Will Nikola be the best player to never change to teams if he doesn't leave? Well, I mean, Kobe. I need someone to ask Steph. Well, yeah. Well, no, MJ technically did change teams. Oh, yeah, like a Charlotte Hornets, the Charlotte Hornets meet today. Just be real with me. Do you think you're making playoffs? Yes or no? Look me in the eye and tell me you think you're making the playoffs. That needs to be somebody. Look me in the eye right now and tell me truthfully you think you're making the playoffs this year. Did you see the Giannis Bucks owner thing? No, I did not. You can't be serious. God damn. This is how Malwatch is coming into the season? All right.
I love hooping in any Nike shoes. I love KDs. I love E-books. Anything that has Nike on it.
Okay, interesting. He doesn't look different. He definitely looks bigger. He definitely looks like he's gained weight. Yeah, my screen's a little stretched for you guys. Oh, what the hell? Bucks owner Wes Edens on Giannis Antetokounmpo's future with the team. I had a great conversation with Giannis in June, and he made it clear that he is committed to Milwaukee and he likes having his family here. Giannis just over 1 hour later. I cannot recall that meeting. Interesting. Why say that? Is this over? I have kind of a hard time imagining they're going to close with D'Lo. Closing with Nico. Is Nico not going to answer a single question? How often, I have to ask, how often do GMs even talk on these? Dereck Lively is for real 7'3". A new low for Hornets Media Day questions. Brandon Miller was asked to power rank 5 NBA rappers. It led to confusion, wasted time, and offered zero insight. Hard to imagine using your one question on that. Yeesh. It was a Barstool guy? Was it? Why are Barstool guys at NBA Media Days? Does Barstool even cover basketball in any way at all? I know. Does Barstool have like an NBA podcast? Pat Bev's podcast is on Barstool? Did I know that? That explains so much. Oh my God. Who are your top 5 favorite rappers in the NBA? I mean, are they asking that question because Miles Bridges is on the team, I'm assuming? Like Miles Bridges, whatever you want to say about the guy, is clearly the best rapper in the NBA, and it's not even close. Warriors fans seem upset because there's not a live stream. I like Dame's, Dame was late to practice, had to do burpees, then I go to 7-Eleven for a Slurpee. It's not cutting it. It ain't cutting it. You should rank NBA player songs. Let's see.
Go a multitude of ways, and sometimes, and like I said, we can go a multitude of ways, and sometimes it's going to be doubling down on bully ball, and you have men out there with 2 bigs and Jabari and KD on the court, probably one of the biggest teams in the history of the league, but we'll figure out how to do it a different way. And so,
Amin, KD, Jabari, Şengün, and Adams. That's hilarious. What would be the Mavs equivalent of this? AD, Lively, Flagg, PJ. Damn, they don't have like another forward, really. Najee, I guess. Why are you muting instead of pausing? Because I'm going to be real. None of these are even really worth it. I'm guessing D'Lo's not going on. It's been 10 minutes. Caleb Martin? I honestly forget Caleb Martin's on the team. D'Lo. Oh, D'Lo has a podcast, doesn't he? We've been out of the podcast game for a while. It's been since Theo Pinson, and that was kind of fun though, because that was like a. Whatever happened to 80s prank show? Did they just get rid of it? Remember that? De'Aaron Fox doesn't expect to be ready for the start of the season. Do you guys remember there was like a stretch during the summer when there was like some like reporting and people were like, hey, Fox has like a bad hamstring injury that they're not talking about. Do you guys remember that? That was like a thing going on like mid-July. Was like Fox canceled some international trip. And there's people who are like, yes, he has an injury. I feel like I vaguely remember that. Injury side, Fox is the new worst contract in the league. No, not with Paul George existing. Not with Paul George and Embiid existing. First look at Miles Turner in a Bucks jersey. Okay. Bizarre. A little bizarre there.
I think the motivation was, going where there was some semi-mutual, agreements. The NBA is it's a wild west. You never know where you're going to be. So to get the opportunity to be here, I know how good the organization is from top to bottom. So for me, just want to go somewhere where there's some structure. There's not a lot of motives to prepare for the next season and things like that. It's all about now and who we got here now. So just want to plug in.
And very public with how excited you are to play with this group. From the outside looking in, what did you observe about this team and what do you think you guys can be as a collective?
I mean, you look at a team that has, 12 or 13 of the returning guys from last year, and you plug in somebody like myself, I think I can just only help, then you add Kyrie trying to get back. I think that's just another piece that'll allow me to just kind of help around him and what he's already done here. And like I said, the coaching staff, something I'm really excited about as well. I never played with a coach that's really, dominated the game as well, sees the games through our lenses as well. So truly excited about that.
What do you see your role being on this team, especially with Kyrie out until later in the year?
Just being a basketball player for the team. I think, keep using the word plug in. This team's already pretty they are who they are. The identity's there.
Is it? Let's see. Where are we at? Kid, I'm not a doctor, answered. Kyrie ahead of schedule. Opposite. Unexpected cast slaying? No. AD wants to play the four. Never saw that. Never got that one. 2020 LA title mention? No, D'Lo wasn't on that team. I was going to say D'Lo could. Flagg put on X pounds? No. Flagg asked about Whataburger Texas food. Surprisingly, no. I cannot believe someone did not ask him about Whataburger. D'Lo hints that'll be an all-star. Still on the table. Flagg takes his body seriously. No, but that would have been hilarious. Dispy Jr. has asked about advice for Flagg regarding Luka. I guess the Locked On guys would have had to have been the one. Annoying Luka question asked by national media. Surprisingly, no. Days, weeks since Luka trade question asked. Surprisingly, no. Free space. Jason Kidd in a flat bill hat. Yes, obviously. That's why it was a free space. AD says he'll wins the fan / shitty back. Do we think he kind of in a roundabout way said that? AD needing glasses things. Unexpected cast or sling. Okay, all right, fine. I agree with you, Nathan. I agree with you. Yeah. Check that one off. Check that one off. Absolutely. I like it. People forgot about Frank, about another player. Unfortunately not. Klay is called Klay the Stallion. Oh, might as well. Klay is asked about Megan the Stallion. Unfortunately, yes. Gaffford says rent is due. I don't think he said that. Lively's three-point shooting is mentioned. Yes.
you'll see a healthier AD this season. You'll see guys that were probably banged up last year and the year before being, on full health this year. So just being able to plug in and help this team win games no matter, how that may look.
What was your experience like just being teammates with AD on the Lakers, and how excited are you to be reunited here?
He's good. He's good. I enjoyed, really, with the Lakers being able to, I would say assess myself on defense, but also challenge myself at the same time and always know he has my back. And then you add Lively and Gaffford and all these other dogs around him.
Dogs.
I always thrive in situations like that where I know there's bigs that just really hold down the paint and allows me to be a little more aggressive on the outside.
You're obviously a respected veteran guard.
Where can I put on the Lakers one?
Kyrie Irving, a future Hall of Famer, and Jason Kidd, a Hall of Famer. What kind of talks, discussions have you had with them about running point here in Dallas?
I haven't had any. I think when you name Kyrie's one of the best combo guards in our league.
True.
And then you add J. Kidd's one of the most pure point guards in our league ever. So for me to be a combo guard and also a point guard, I think that alone says itself.
Wait, what the hell?
Into the conversations that we'll have in the future.
I can't pause the Lakers stream
that we've had in the past, or I haven't had any. Just looking forward to those genuine, pure relationships.
What have your initial thoughts been of Cooper Flagg?
It's good. I held my thoughts. I got the cross pass with him. We obviously went to Mount Verde, so I've heard a lot about him. But I want to kind of formulate my own opinion. See him front row, see him, his work ethic, checks crossed all around the boxes. I don't think I said that right.
Checks all the boxes.
Checks all the boxes. And he, I think he's going to be ready to translate to the league right away.
D'Lo being on the Mavs is crazy. It just it's strange. It kind of looks right though. It really does.
Underrated. And then you add his shot making ability and will to win and all that other stuff. I think he's going to be really good.
You've worn number 1, number 0 in the past, but what went into your decision with number 5?
There's only one available. A lot of players here have retired numbers, and a lot of players have all the cool numbers here. Just a guy just trying to plug in. That's what comes with being the new guy, I guess.
How would you define yourself as a player at this stage in your career, and what that means to plugging into this team with the skill set that you have and how that works?
I think figuring out the balance is, what you use training camp for.
Plug in.
First games to get acclimated. I don't know, so I think we're gonna really put that to the test the next few weeks.
Over the past few years, one thing that Nico Harrison has consistently talked about is Mavericks culture. You've only been here for a short amount of time. You're starting to get to know your teammates, but what do you kind of see Mavericks culture as, and how do you plan to add to that as you begin your career here?
You look at Nico, it starts from the top. Nico's a smooth dude. Then you look at J. Kidd, he's a smooth dude as well. And I think that's where the culture kind of, starts from. Those two dudes come with this, relaxed aura.
I'm scared.
They don't really look stressed. They don't look like they're worried about anything. And you can see that feed off into the group. Everybody's kind of, poised. And I consider myself one of those guys too. So just looking forward to plugging in once again.
I've heard a lot about Klay.
Was he challenged to say plugging in?
Growing up, did you, kind of have your eyes on that run, that Mavericks team?
You said Klay? What about him? Say it again.
Playing the 2011 championship.
Playing that team, you said?
Like the film from it.
Oh, there's a lot of, they're replaying it. Yeah.
What's your, takeaway from that team? Did you have your eyes on it when you were kind of?
Yeah, it's. I think it's a great way to, keep establishing what we're trying to achieve.
D'Lo did not understand that question at all.
I think that's something that, you see it every day, so you want to fall in line and, want to work every day because it's going to achieve a bigger goal. So a lot of good guys here you can just follow. If you don't know what's right, you can just follow. So being a young player is a great situation to be in, and to have a nice amount of vets to kind of reassure that as well. Where else would you want to be?
Is he talking about himself?
Quite a bit. Do you have any,
You're one of the vets!
Like Klay said he wants to go 50-40-90 this year. Do you have anything accomplished?
I'm a big body guy. If I can be healthy, I like my chances on achieving whatever happens. So just being healthy.
We know that you're an avid golfer. You love the game. How was your Ryder Cup experience this past weekend?
You talking about my Ryder Cup that I host? Oh, the pro. Yeah, I didn't go actually. I wanted to go. Was feeling a little under the weather. I wish our fans treated those guys a little better. You know, from the distance, I saw it kind of looking a little rowdy. And a lot of those guys.
Yeah, I didn't follow it, but that looked a little crazy.
But I guess it's part of the game nowadays. But it looked cool, looked epic. A lot of those guys said they enjoyed it.
Feeling better now?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
In your experience moving teams, what's the easiest way to kind of build that chemistry in a short time?
I think just breaking the ice, with genuine relationships, letting them build.
Okay. I want to hear some of these.
Can the three of you guys?
Why are these so quiet?
I think just first of all, obviously talking about it, communicating is important, but then just trying some stuff in practice.
Why is it so quiet? Is this one louder maybe?
Ya te preguntaban en inglés. So I feel way more in my workouts. Then.
Hey Luka, ready to go?
How are you guys?
Good. Good to see you.
I miss you guys.
It's very nice. Luka, asked Rob what he kind of picked up on going over to Poland to see a practice in a game.
Poland!
He said just it was the leadership qualities that you had for your national team. And kind of he's excited to have you come now into this setting with the Lakers. And just wonder now with everything that happened this summer, the extension, you're here. How do you feel about that aspect of it?
The Lakers won on their channel. I couldn't pause and rewind. I don't know why. I didn't even know that was an option you could do on YouTube.
Impacts your outlook as you go forward.
Yeah, honestly, I think I had a great summer. Starting even right after the season, starting my practices, starting my workouts. Then obviously coming back here, signing the extension, having to go with the national team, and now I'm here. So it all starts again with fresh mind. So I'm very excited about it.
Luka, at the end of the season in Poland, you'd kind of said, this team didn't really have time to ever practice.
Build over time. A lot of new coaches, a few new players. I don't think it's going to happen.
Did D'Lo say anything
around this time?
Actually interesting?
The biggest lesson you've learned in the NBA up to this point?
Biggest lesson?
I thought D'Lo would be a little bit more lively. No pun intended.
Just together. What are and the team was still pretty successful and won a lot of games. What are the ways you think
that team was not successful last year? They got fucking embarrassed in the playoffs.
With Austin, can the three of you guys optimize each other?
I think just first of all, obviously talking about it, communicating is important, but then just trying some stuff in practice. Obviously, we didn't have time last season to go through, and I think that's why preseason is very important for me, for the team, just to kind of get to know everybody, what everybody likes, and just in practice you can make a lot of mistakes. So that's why practices are. So we're gonna have a lot of practices, and I'm excited to figure out everybody.
Yeah, Luka, over here, Jim Hill, KKL9 News. Congratulations and welcome. As you sit here and look at everyone here today, how excited does this make you to see everyone here coming to hear what you have to say about the upcoming season and welcoming you to the Lakers?
There's just something about, and the Mavs one was boring. Like, there's no two ways around it. It kind of was. Something about the Lakers one where it's just a nonstop suck fest. Any press conference I watch of theirs, I can't do it. Because they also kind of, in a roundabout way, like you just heard, have to suck themselves. How does it feel to see all of us sitting here and looking at you, asking you questions? How do you feel seeing all of us? It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's media day. Like, you guys always show up to this. How does it feel seeing this many people here to hear you talk? Like,
How excited are you to see all of us here?
How excited are you to see all of us here?
Play for the Lakers, obviously said.
Fast forward.
The leadership.
What's your leadership style like, and how
in the middle
with this team?
I mean, like I said, when you get to the new team, in the middle of the season, it's kind of hard, to get everything together.
I mean, good Lord.
Preseason is gonna help me a lot with leadership, getting to know the guys, So through the practice, me and JJ talk about it a lot. So we're just gonna have to work it out.
Taking a win with the LA Times also. Luka, speaking to the leadership, how much more comfortable are you being a vocal leader or something, stepping out of your leadership box a little bit now that you've been with this team and this organization for a few months?
Way more comfortable. Like I said before, coming into the new team, it's kind of hard, to get the leadership up. But that's what preseason is for.
Is this a serious quote? Tyler on what he wants out of Bradley Beal, the elite defender he's been in the past. Oh, man. I love media day.
I had a great run with my national team. Kind of work on that leadership role, so I feel way more comfortable.
Luka, buenas tardes, buenos días. Bienvenido a una nueva temporada. Por fin vas a poder estar desde el principio con el equipo de los Lakers. ¿Cómo te sientes a este respecto?
Me siento muy bien. Tengo muchas ganas de empezar. Ya cuando acabó la temporada.
Bryce, for after you signed the extension, we asked you about
Any
the
Spanish
changes to your
speakers?
physique, the nutrition, the changes you made. Now that you were able to get on the court in Eurobasket, what differences did you feel physically in Eurobasket compared to how you ended last season with the Lakers?
I would just say probably way less tired, a little bit quicker, like I said. Obviously in Europe there's 40-minute game. In NBA is 48. But we play a lot of games in.
Why does it look like Kawhi's posing for a mugshot? Just prepping for when Adam Silver sends him to the NBA gulag.
Not so many days, so I think fatigue. Fatigue is the biggest thing for me right now.
Luka, Mark Medina, Athlon Sports.
That's always been the big thing for him.
With all the moves that the front office made this offseason, what's your expectations on how your new teammates can help things easier for you on the court?
I mean, they can help a lot. I think we added some great pieces. Obviously, we have to go through preseason, but I'm very excited to play with those guys. With some guys I play against, it was hard, so I'm glad they're on my team now. So I'm very excited to get to know them, personally, and to play with them.
Hey, Luka, after the offseason that you had, is this the best you've ever felt entering into a season?
Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know yet, honestly, but I just know I'm very excited. I'm very...
Hey, Luka, here at Lakerland, we're so great, incredible. Is this the most excited you've ever been in your life about anything here in Lakerland? Because you're on the Lakers now. Because you're here in Lakerland now.
Ready, and, this season should be fun for us.
Hey, Luka, in the games you played in last year, you guys won at a 52-win pace. You guys won 50 games with the number 3 seed. So obviously it was not the ending to the season that you wanted. But what do you feel like you guys showed that you can take moving forward in last season, especially between you, LeBron, and Austin?
I think we showed like we can play with anybody. I think we had that one stretch that I felt like we played the best basketball in the NBA. So obviously we had.
These are so boring. Did he say anything worth our time? I'm done with media day, guys. I'm media dayed out. I can't do it. So Thursday is the first preseason game, correct? Hell yeah. So Thursday's when the Abu Dhabi games are, right? And then Monday is when the Mavs have their first game. So let's see. On Thursday, Sixers play the Knicks in Abu Dhabi. Melbourne and Pelicans on Friday. Suns Lakers have their first game this upcoming Friday, right? The third is this Friday. I'll be in Austin, Texas. I will be in Austin, Texas. And who is PNX? Oh, is that a? I'll be in Austin, Texas for Austin City Limits. So Monday. Oh, hell yeah. I'm fucking excited, man. I'm happy we're back. I am so happy we're back. When is day one of, like, what's opening night is the 21st. Still got a little bit of a ways to go. Mavs season officially tips off 4 weeks from Wednesday. Damn. Oh, 3 weeks from Wednesday. Honestly, what's there as a fan to look forward to this season? The league is so bad. You used to be able to at least be entertained up to New Year's. What do you mean, bro? Cooper Flagg's the most interesting part of this upcoming season, and that's sad. Why would that be sad? I don't get it. It's a number one overall pick. Very hyped. Very hyped draft pick. Opinions on Ticketmaster CEO saying concert tickets were underpriced. Yeah, that guy... Probably not the right time or climate to say probably what I actually think. But yeah, that's an insane thing for someone to say. Luka versus Wemby to Flagg versus Wemby to open. Well, I mean... Lively's weirdly done great against Wemby. So, I mean, that's a fun first game for the Mavs. I do kind of like that they've been doing that. What is that, 3 years in a row? That's been the opening game for Dallas? The NBA's terrible, bro. Shit's terrible to watch. Damn, man. What's your deal? I think this will be a really entertaining season, honestly. And I feel that because I think it's pretty open. Like, I do think the Thunder will probably win, but I think there's several teams that have a real legitimate argument. Is this a LeBron thing? Le Defile? No. Okay. I thought maybe that was a LeBron thing. I was looking forward to jumping through hoops and having to get unnecessary streaming platforms just to watch the Mavs. Yeah, I know. It's going to be really annoying this year, I think. What should we do on Wednesday? I need to hop off. I'm fucking starving. What should we do on Wednesday? We've done our top 100. I'm not ready to do predictions just yet. I think the last few seasons have been very entertaining, but all we do is follow the media's lead and bitch and moan about how everyone's a foul baiter. That's what you. Hey, that's what you guys do. Rewatch each media day. Does this year feel worse? Media day, I think, has always been like this. Bunch of my friends who left, DJ, Russ, Flacco, Dario, need to find new friends. Jokic. Wait, DeAndre Jordan left? Did DeAndre Jordan retire? The NBA season is, I know. This is usually when it sinks in that, yeah, it's here. Jeremy Grant on coming off the bench. I don't really expect that. Love that. The best way to watch the NBA is watch a game that's the team you like, then watch your favorite YouTubers' videos on it and avoid mainstream media. It's toxic. I mean, it's really... I had Get Up or whatever the fuck it was on TV this morning, and like hearing them talk about Jalen Hurts, I'm just like, oh my God. How can anybody watch these shows? I don't understand it. Like, what's the Jalen Hurts thing? He's on a stacked ass team and he doesn't turn the ball over. What else is there to say? He's not that good. And that's just the fucking truth. Why does there need to be anything else beyond that? He's on a stacked ass team and they don't need him to win games. They don't need him to ball out to win games. All he has to do is not fuck up. And he doesn't fuck up very often. Oh my God, MLB playoffs start tomorrow. Hell yeah. Wait, just for did I do MLB predictions this year? I did. Let's see, how did I do on my MLB predictions this year? Baltimore Orioles to win the AL East. All right, well, 0 for 1. And that's a bad one because they finished dead last and lost. Did they lose 100 games? They went 75 and 87 and finished dead last. So, all right, off to a hot start. The Blue Jays made the playoffs. I didn't have them making the playoffs. I did have the Red Sox, though. That was nice. I don't think they were supposed to be that good. I had the Yankees missing the playoffs. Okay. I had the Twins winning the division. They went 70 and 92. The Royals had a disappointing year. Okay. The Tigers and Guardians both made the playoffs. All right, so I'm off to a bit of a fucking rough patch. Oh, wait a second. No. Did I predict the Titans to win the division? Oh my God, I did. What was I cooking? Oh, I predicted the Colts to go 3-14. Well, the Colts need to lose out every other game. Okay, I had the Rangers winning the West. Unfortunately, not the case. Seattle Mariners. Okay, the Seattle Mariners made the playoffs. I had the Astros missing the playoffs, and they did. Pathetic ass team. Pathetic ass organization, cheating ass organization. MVP Bobby Witt, no. Cy Young Logan Gilbert, no. Rookie of the Year Kumar Rocker, just no all around the board. Phillies Braves Mets, nope, just the Phillies. Everyone else, the Mets had a disastrous collapse. I picked the Reds to make the playoffs, and they did make the playoffs. Dodgers, Diamondbacks. Well, Dodgers made the playoffs. No Diamondbacks. Okay, hold on a second. I might be cooking here. MVP Shohei, Cy Young, Paul Skeens, Rookie of the Year. Oh, not Roki Sasaki. All right, hey, that's not half bad. Is there a place to do an MLB bracket? MLB playoff bracket. All right, make sure you guys are, if you're not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed. Obviously, we'll be live and ramping up all the way till the season starts. And then, of course, once the season starts, we'll also be live. So we're ramping it up. We're getting ready. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. I want to fill out a bracket. Is there a place to do that? Predict the postseason. Bracket challenge. Yes, this is what I want to do. Bracket challenge. Read 17 months. 17 months of delusion. Keep moving, King. Oh, we're going to keep moving. Don't you worry about us. And again, if you did not tune in, if you did not watch the 2K rebuild we did, I would recommend watching that. It's pretty funny. How do I fucking do? Why is this not working? I want to do a bracket, man. My incredible predictions. Who do we think's going to win? Who do we think's going to win the World Series this year? Could this be the Phillies' year? Is Wheeler's hurt though, right? Who's pitching for them? Reds? I would love for the Reds to win, honestly. I think that's a team I'm rooting for. Postseason baseball challenge. Is this it? I mean, I just want to fucking create a bracket. That's all. Here we go. Reds are so ass. Tigers, Guardians. I mean, there's no way, right? There's no way the Tigers crawling like they have crawled into the playoffs win. They're done. They're donezo. Red Sox, Yankees. Ooh. Crochet. What are the Crochet against Freed game 1? Who's game 2? Bello. See, like, that feels like the Red Sox win game 1, and then if you just win game 1, I think it's the Sox. Reds, Dodgers. The Dodgers don't have a bye? Fuck it. Let's go Reds. Come on, baby. Padres, Cubs. Let's go Padres, Phillies, NLCS with the Phillies winning. And then let's go Mariners. Blue Jays just feel fraudulent to me through and through. Well, yeah, but the Brewers always shit themselves in the playoffs. So that's all you need to know. Brewers always shit themselves in the postseason. Always, literally. Mariners, Red Sox. Let's go Mariners. Let's go Phillies. How many total runs we scored? I don't know. How many total runs will be scored? What's the typical amount? How about off the top of my head? I don't know. How many total runs? 77? No, it's got to be. I mean, how many games are there usually? If you think maybe like 5 or 6 runs a game. Five or 6 runs a game. No, it's the whole postseason, bro. 358. I'm going to guess 326, 322. All right. Mariners, Phillies. With the Phillies winning it all. It's their year. I'm looking forward to that. Hell yeah. That's low-key one of the better sports days of the whole year. Is when that first day of playoff baseball where there's games on all day. Sneaky, fantastic sports day. Although I will say, and I don't like the 3-game series at all. Were you a catcher or first baseman? A little bit of both, but mainly a catcher. Mainly a catcher. All right, folks, thank you all for tuning in. All of the OGs, you guys, I love you very much. Could have spent your Monday anywhere in the world. You decided to spin it here. New subscribers, I promise you guys will not regret it. I might, for the Clips channel, I might look at like the most interesting quotes from Media Day just across the league. Most interesting things. We'll see. Wow, LeBron said, I'm not waiting on Bryce. I don't know his timeline. So that's basically... That's basically LeBron saying, yeah, he ain't making the NBA. All right. Donations, members, thank you guys. You never have to do that. Helps out tremendously. Makes you feel so good. New subscribers, I promise you guys will not regret it. We're ramping up the content, folks. I love you all. I will talk to you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.